Hello, my name is Danny Mercer, here with ABC News, and today we'll be talking about leukemia. Well, first of all, leukemia is just a cancer where your body, your blood cells acquire changes, mutations, genetic material, or your DNA. A cell's DNA contains these instructions that basically tell a cell what to do. Normally, the DNA tells a cell to grow at a set rate, but and it tells it when to die at a set rate. But in leukemia, the mutations tell the blood cells to continue growing and dividing. When this happens, a blood cell can basically produce out of control. Over time, these abnormal cells can grow with health. These out of control cells can grow with healthy blood cells in the bone and marrow, leading to fewer healthy white blood cells and red cells, basically causing the symptoms and signs of you having leukemia. And basically, some symptoms of you having leukemia could be you can have fevers or chills. You could be persistent, like very consistent with having fatigue or weakness in your body, frequent or severe infections, losing weight without even trying, enlarging liver or spleen, easy bleeding or bruising, reoccurring nosebleeds, tiny red spots on your skin. And basically, there are 4 different stages of leukemia. I mean, there are 5 if you count the stage 0. Stage 1, a patient has a high level of white blood cells and a large, I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm gonna go lymphoma nodes. Yeah. Stage 2, a patient has high levels of white blood cells and is anemic. He or she may also have enlarged, the same word I just couldn't pronounce. Stage 3, a patient has high level white blood cells and is anemic. Basically, basically all these stages are the same, but as you get to stages 3 and 4, it's a lot. It's very high risk. Like the risk of something actually happening to you is more increased once you get to stages 4 and once you get to stage 3 and 4, because when you get to stage 1 and 2, it's just like intermediate risk, and obviously when you're at stage 0, if you're counting 5 stages, this stage 0 is obviously the lowest risk of having leukemia cancer. Facts, just general factors about having about like how you could increase your risk of developing certain types of leukemia. Basically, having a previous cancer. So people who've had certain types of chemotherapy and radiation therapy for other cancers have increased risk of developing certain types of leukemia. And that's just because all the radiation your body could be under, it could have some type of effect towards your body to where basically you would be having basically where it would just cause all this, like it would cause your body to your body would malfunction, and basically all these cells will start growing at a rapid rate again. Another thing could be a genetic disorder, like basically it says in this article that genetic disorder plays a big role in development of leukemia. Certain genetic disorders such as Down syndrome are associated with increased risk of leukemia, and that's just because when you have a genetic disorder, I mean, obviously that's your genetics. So basically, just the cells and stuff like that, like I see why it would affect it, because it's a genetic disorder. And then exposure to certain chemicals such as benzene, which is found in gasoline and is used by chemical industry, is linked to the increased risk of certain leukemias. Which is found in gasoline, which is used by the industry, which is linked to an increased risk of leukemia. Also, smoking cigarettes increases the risk of leukemia, just because, I mean, obviously smoking, you're putting so many other different chemicals in your body that your body's not supposed to have inside of it. So once you're smoking and things like that, obviously your body won't be able to take it, and it could just increase your chances of gaining leukemia. And then your family history of leukemia. If your family had leukemia, some of those blood cells could be passed down through generations, and you would never know. So if you have family members in your family that have leukemia, your risk of disease just obviously just increases, just because if somebody else in your family had it, it could still be in your blood because you guys share the same blood. Come back on here and say the word I couldn't say earlier was lymph nodes. And basically what lymph nodes are, they're small lumps of tissue in your body that contains white blood cells, which fight infection. So if you have leukemia, your body cannot fight these basically you have leukemia and your blood cells are growing rapidly. Your body cannot fight. Your body can't fight it. Like your body can't fight it because it's growing so rapidly. So that's why your lymph nodes is basically like it's under attack because basically it's so much going on at one time that your body can't tell these cells that's growing abnormally at a crazy rate want to die off or want to start growing again. I'm Daniel Rister here with ABC News, and I think everything I just talked about is it's just something you should know if you have leukemia, or if you feel like you're developing leukemia, or if you feel like you're having symptoms of, or if you feel like you're having some of the symptoms I just named off this list. And I think all the sources I just named all the things I just read off were very helpful because I mean, if you have leukemia or if you're having symptoms, I feel like you should know the risk of having it, or just what it could do to you, or how you can increase your chances of getting it. Thank you.